Our next coach this morning, the head coach of the VMI Cadets, Sparky Woods. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Cadets had a setback last week at the Citadel, closing out the season at home Saturday against Bucknell. If you can open up and talk about the game against the Citadel, then give us your thoughts on the Bison, and we'll take the question.
Well, we were disappointed in the loss at Citadel. We really thought they were a good team going in. They've got a large senior class and played against them last year and recognized, it's a big game for Citadel and VMI, both being military schools. So it was a fun day. It was a beautiful setting, a great day to play. And, actually we played well. We just weren't able to score. We were ahead at halftime, 10-3, I believe. And then we were able to, it was a fairly evenly match other than their ability to score at the end and ours not. We get the ball down. I think first downs were about even. We had 22 and they had 21. Both of us had about 350 yards of offense. I think that both of us punted one time. We just weren't able to get the ball in the end zone. We did throw an interception and ended up being costly, put them up 2, and they went and scored off of that. And we fought field positions. They run the triple option, so we didn't get many snaps at the ball, even though the time when we did get it, we were able to keep it as well. So I thought we played better in every case other than we just couldn't score in the second half, and credit them for their ability to score. I do, when I step back and look, the year before our staff started here, we lost to the Citadel by 70-13, I believe, here. So I think we've made up a lot of ground in terms of competing against that team, and that's an important game here, of course, so we want to do so. But credit them, congratulations to them for a good game and good team. And we've got to find a way to when we get in red zone, we got to get there and score, and can't have that turnover. Looking ahead for this week against Bucknell, it's a new team that we know very little about. We don't play many teams out of the Patriot League and all. They're a team that's won 4 out of their last 5 games, and they've beaten a nationally ranked Lehigh team 48-10 about 4 weeks ago. And then they lost to Fordham, who's a ranked team, by last play of the game or something, 21-23. So they're rolling pretty good. They're a pretty impressive football team, as best we can tell on film. And so it's a game that's interesting here because not only is it our last game of the season here for our seniors, and they're 5-5, so they're wanting to have a winning season, but for our seniors, it's the beginning of next year because not only do we play them here Saturday, we open up at their place next year for the next season. So it's going to be an interesting game. They do a nice job, a very balanced team, running and throwing, and got an aggressive defensive football team that's pretty impressive. So I think we've got to play well if we're going to finish out with a win. And so that's what we're working hard at trying to get done. I'm pleased with the leadership of our team, how they've maintained and come to work each week and played hard each time. I think we've been competitive. We've just not been able to win many games. So that's where we are coming out of the Citadel game and going into the Bucknell game. And this is kind of what we look at going into this thing with A.J. Augustine leading his last game as a starting quarterback. And then we got a number of seniors that's been through this whole building process with us. And, I'm proud of them and excited for them to have a chance to go out as a winner.
Thank you, Coach. At this time, we'll take questions for VMI head coach Sparky Woods. To ask a question, please press *1 on your phone at any time, or click the Q&A link near the top of your browser, and click raise hand if you joined us via the web. Questions for VMI head coach Sparky Woods. Coach, why don't you start off and talk about some of those seniors that are making their final game on Saturday?
Well, obviously Eric Kortenbrock was a guy who's played quarterback here about through the entire time that he's been here, and losing him in the PC game, and I guess we played Charleston Southern, and then we played the first half of the PC game. So he hasn't been able to play, nor will he get to play anymore while he's here. I feel for him because he's a record holder here on our school and worked hard to have a great senior year, and now has not been able to finish it. So I feel bad for him. I am happy for AJ. He's worked here, been here a long time, and came here as a walk-on and earned a scholarship. Now he's our starter. So I'm happy that he's enjoying the opportunity to play. I'd like for him to go out with a win here in the last ball game. Defensively, you think of guys like Justin Smith, who was leading the conference, led the conference in tackles last year as a defensive lineman, and he's just been a real solid player for us a long time, 4-year starter. And along with him has been Weston Reber. So we just got a number of seniors such as that, Ty Garvin and others who came in here with us and tried to been a great representation of VMI, as well as good hard-nosed players on the field. Been a good standard for us to follow in terms of trying to get this thing to winning. I think right now when where we were and where we are is we've come a long way. It's a conference is really good. The schedule's tough, and so other teams have gotten better too. I know we have, and so I think that we've laid a great foundation through the leadership of these seniors that can turn into winning football at VMI, and that's what our passion and goal is here.
Yeah. All right, Coach, thanks. We do have a question for you from Mark Berman of the Roanoke Times.
Morning, Sparky.
Good morning, Mark.
With Buckdale, I guess you do go back to playing a more traditional offense than you did last week, I guess?
Yeah, they're a lot different than the Citadel. They're very similar to us, a little more two-back probably, where they will run the zone and play action pass, and then they can throw it well. They've got a starting quarterback who's a 4-year starter, and he's thrown for 1,000 yards each year that he's been there. He's a really talented player. They've got a transfer running back from the Naval Academy that's a hard-nosed, hard charger. He's got over 800 yards now, and he's got a chance to, he's been a real complete back for them, and they've got a stubborn defense with a strong defensive front that can move, and similar on film. They're impressive. They look like a lot of our Big South schools that are tough on defense and run physical on offense, and they're very coached well, and they're sound in the kicking game. So but you're right, it's a more traditional offense than certainly the Citadel was, which was a triple option. So changing gears, getting back to that has been an adjustment for us. Will be today, I think.
So considering how your defense played in the 2 games before the Citadel, this is a little more reassuring to you. You kind of feel like that, that you just write off last week and kind of think the defense goes back to how they played in recent games.
Well, I hope so. I don't think our defense played badly last week. We just didn't get turnovers, and the Citadel did a nice job of not turning the ball over. They had turned the ball over against other people and did not against us. We did not get a turnover. We did get a 4th down stop, which put us in pretty good field position, and should have been like a turnover that we should have capitalized on the score, and we got it first to go on the 5 and ended up not getting points. We missed 2 field goals, and that didn't help in terms of our, staying close to them. And when we went down 2 scores, then the fear of not having enough time on the clock to score twice put us in position to go for it when we normally would have punted, and we weren't successful in that. But overall, our defense did give up some yardage, but again, the yardage and first downs were almost identical for both teams. So it was just they have a real fast little quarterback. He converted on some 3rd downs and made some plays, but we played hard on defense. We just didn't get the ball and certainly didn't score, or something that you'd like to do in order to win a game against a team like that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. And, Coach, I'm not seeing any more questions, so we'll go ahead and let you go. Appreciate you joining us this year, and obviously for the past 6 years. It's been my pleasure working with you during this time. Your friendship's been tremendous, and we just wish the best of luck for you and the Keydets going forward.
Well, thank you. It's been an awesome year for the conference. What a race going on again this weekend. Some great games, and I know VMI is going to miss the other schools and teams. I'm certainly going to miss the coaches and relationship, awesome coaches that's in the conference, and certainly going to miss the administration. Kyle and your whole staff is just first class in every way. It's been a great situation for VMI to be welcomed as you have, and I know you're going to continue to do great and move forward, and we hope that we'll always be proud of what's happened at the Big South. I wish we could have won the game Saturday. We felt strongly about being Big South representation in that ball game, and we wanted to win for that. But thank you very much, and on behalf of VMI, I certainly do appreciate how everybody's run things in our association with the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.